Hello everybody, uh, I'm back. Sorry I haven't been. I've been meaning to do some, but I kept forgetting because of the weekend and stuff. Got a new setup. Got a desk, early birthday present. And yeah, this is one of the things I've been wanting to do. I'm calling this Gamdor week, where I've created a bunch of ships of an alien race I've created called the Gamdor. And this is the first ship I drew for that species. So, so yeah, let's get to it. And it's actually probably going to last longer than a week, because I've made a lot more. I'm so bored in school, so let's get started. Okay, so actually, let me open that a bit. Give me, okay. So, this is the Gamdor Hammerhead light cruiser. Now, okay, so there's armaments, and it's a combination of Star Wars, Halo. It's a mix between Star Wars and Halo universes. Whatever. It's a mix between the human race in Halo, the Star Wars universe, the Covenant, and the Forerunners. So, whoops, way too close. Okay, so the armaments are one heavy ion cannon, as you can see quite clearly here. Based off the design of the one in Empire Strikes Back. If any of you have seen that, which most of you have, that's my favorite. I wasn't specific. I don't know why. Actually, yeah, I was. This is, then right here is a nuclear missile bay. Then there's a heavy chain gun right there. And I know most of you are saying that this would be extremely useful in the Star Wars universe. It actually wouldn't be about as effective as a laser cannon, because most people think that the Star Wars ships don't have any projectile shielding on them. But if you watch Empire Strikes Back, the fleet, even though one gets destroyed in the movie, the fleet was in there for days before one was destroyed. And from a source that I heard from Eggerhart's Ladder, which is a YouTuber I like to watch with Star Wars lore and stuff, I found out that information, and the asteroids that hit them were multi-megaton bomb-like force. So imagine a bunch of nukes being thrown at the ship for a lot of times a day, and they lasted about a week before one got destroyed. One singular ship. So, yeah. So after that, then there's 8 quad light turbo lasers. They're all at the front. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 other ones on the other side. Then we've got a swiveling Mac cannon, which is this nose cone sort of thing right here. Unlike a normal Mac, it can turn to shoot at enemy ships, instead of how in the Halo universe you have to be facing directly at the ship. So that way you don't have to leave your vulnerable areas vulnerable, really. Although it's kind of reduced in a fleet. Then there's also 12 advanced octuple barbette turbo lasers, which are these nasty things. And the regular octuple barbette turbo lasers are the ones seen on the Imperial 2 class Star Destroyers, which are the most common and iconic Star Wars ships. So there's 6 on each side. Then after that, a swiveling cleansing beam. Why is there? Nope. Oh, there's a beam. So that's this part right here. So it can rotate. It's an entire circle, but it's just so big that they had to cover part of it up. But it can turn. It's just a big ball, sort of. So it can turn to face anything within its range, within its field of view. So anything like up here, couldn't get. Up here, couldn't get. Like, but it's got a pretty wide area. After that, we've got 100 heavy flat cannons, which are guarding this area up in the front. 100 anti-starfighter cannons, which are anti-starfighter ion cannons, which are the small ones here. And then 300 laser cannons, which are in the back. They're much smaller, but incredibly deadly. And then we've also got 8 missile bays, 4 on each side. So it's perfectly equal. And then the bridge, as you can see, is pretty much non-existent, but it's inside with the sensor array, giving them field of view with the depth and stuff. So they can view the battles and stuff from complete safety. So stuff like The Last Jedi does not happen. And the shielding is incredibly strong. It's a combination of Forerunner, Covenant, the Infinity shields, and Star Wars, all of their shields. So it's extremely powerful, and it can take a super laser, a full-powered super laser, which will destroy a planet, and not even reduce it by 1%. It's like 0.001% of the shields away, so that's freaking awesome. The carrying capacity is 200 starfighters in this area, and then 800 CR-90 sized corvettes, which is the first ship you see in the Star Wars movies ever. So, and they are stored here. So, and the length of this thing is 1970 meters. So it's a little bit smaller than an Imperial 2, so it's pretty good size. And I think I'm gonna do a little longer video. So let's go on to my next one, which is one of my favorites. This is the Gamdor Megalodon Dreadnought, and I base these on the classifications of Star Wars, not the Halo universe. So the armament of this thing, I think this is supposed to be wait, what? Oh wait, no. Octuple swiveling Mac, which is that there. It's got 8 Macs in it, which you could technically classify as Super Macs, but they're just about the strength of the ones on the Infinity, which is slightly less than the Super Macs on the defense platforms in the Halo franchise. Then after that, we've got 34 quad heavy turbo lasers, which are the ones on the top here, as you can see, and also some on the bottom, and some on the rear. Then the next thing is a swiveling heavy cleansing beam, which is the one on the bottom. Same thing as before, is a ball swivels around, but it has a larger field of attack. So, and it's so strong that an Imperial 2 Star Destroyer, which is pretty strong, can have half of it chopped off in like a couple, between a fraction of a second and a couple seconds, depending if they're prepared for it or not. Oh, I gotta adjust my chair here. Okay, next we've got, where is it? Okay, 88 advanced octuple barbette turbo lasers, which are these ones covering all over. By the way, you like my watch? Yeah. Yeah, so there are 24 missile bays, all located at the front, right? Yeah. It's been a while since I drew these. This is like 3 weeks old. And I wanted to make 7 of them for Gamdor week. I created like 9. Then after that, 8 nuclear missile bays, which are the ones right there, right below the Supermax. 12, wait, what's that? 12 heavy ion cannons. There's 6 on each side. There's 1 on the front. Actually, 2 on the front, technically. And then the rest are on the back. And then we've got, I didn't draw them because this thing's huge. 1,000 flat guns. Flat guns, ion cannons, and laser cannons all have 1,000, so there really is coverage. The capacity is 1,000 starfighters and 8 Imperial II Star Destroyers. Or Star Destroyer sized starships. And then the assets of it are the gravity well, which is for non-hyperspace, pulling it into range. And then there's also the interdiction generator, which will pull stuff out of hyperspace. Not towards it, though. And then the length is 20.8 kilometers. So it's a pretty big ship. It's larger than the Executor, so. And it was dwarfed. So, I mean, the Imperial II Star Destroyers were dwarfed by it, so this is a little bit inaccurate, because this was only the second one I made, so I should have said the Hammerheads. Actually, no, it might be a lot smaller. Okay, battle cruisers. I'll just go with battle cruiser. Oh, wait. And, yeah. I guess that's it for today. I was going to do a live stream, but apparently I have to wait 24 hours before I can do it. So, sorry I haven't been uploading again. See you guys tomorrow with both the live stream and this. And with Gamdor. So, have a good day, and see you guys later. Goodbye, fellow Dragon Blades.